You may not believe it, but Sebastian Stan, the same man who later in life plays one of the most badass Marvel characters, the Winter Soldier, used to really struggle with being bullied and finding his confidence. But that all changed when he found fitness and working out. Not only did getting into shape help him put himself together mentally, but it also allowed him to play the role of Bucky Barnes and the Winter Soldier over the past 11 years. But what did Sebastian Stan do to get into such great shape for the first Winter Soldier movie? Who was it that helped him get such great results? And did he do it all naturally? Well, I'm Demers, a full-time personal trainer and online coach, and I'll be answering all those questions, and at the end of the video, I'll be providing you with a full workout program that you can follow based off of Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier training. Sebastian Stan was born in Romania in 1982, which makes him 39. The guy looks great for 39, jeez. Anyways, he lived in Romania until he was 8 years old, and then him and his mother moved to Austria for 4 years, and this is where he made his debut as an actor, appearing in the Austrian drama 71 Fragments of Chronologically Chance. They would then move to New York in 1995, where he would continue to pad his acting resume with a number of different roles. While he did adapt quickly, Sebastian Stan has mentioned that there was some difficulties getting used to his new environment in the United States. He was very self-conscious about the strong accent he had as a child, and talked about having some trouble being bullied as a kid because he was pretty small growing up. In high school, Sebastian Stan played soccer and basketball, but he didn't make a regular routine of running and going to the gym until university. And he didn't really get into fitness until 2005 when he was cast to be in a film called The Covenant. After being cast in the movie, Sebastian Stan got a call from one of the producers of The Covenant, and the producer said, "Look, you're gonna have to look like John Travolta in Staying Alive." And Sebastian Stan said to himself, "Oh my god," realizing that he might have to start taking this whole gym thing a little bit more seriously. So Sebastian started training with a friend who also happened to be a trainer, and this was his first real introduction to the gym, but it was nothing compared to what came later. Stan's breakthrough role was that of Carter Bazine on Gossip Girl, where he would act beside another future superhero star, Chase Crawford. But Sebastian Stan really hit the jackpot when he got the opportunity to join the MCU and play Bucky Barnes in Captain America: The First Avenger. In The First Avenger, Bucky definitely played more of a supporting role and didn't have any big shirtless scenes, so Sebastian didn't really need to put in an insane amount of work into his physique for the movie. But a couple years later, that all changed when he found out he was going to be going head-to-head with Chris Evans in the next Captain America movie, The Winter Soldier. If you get on screen with Chris Evans and you haven't been putting in your hours at the gym, you're going to be dwarfed by him. And Stan knew this. By the way, if you want me to do a full video covering Chris Evans' training for his role as Captain America, comment "I can do this all day" down in the comments. But luckily, around the time that he got the call about the Winter Soldier, Sebastian Stan had already started working with probably the best celebrity personal trainer, at least in my opinion, Don Saladino. Don Saladino has been a trainer for decades and has trained some of Hollywood's most jacked and biggest stars, like Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, and Scarlett Johansson, just to name a few. So it was 2013, and the producers of Captain America: The Winter Soldier told Sebastian and his new trainer Don that they had 6 months to turn Sebastian from Bucky Barnes into the Winter Soldier. So Sebastian needed to pack on some size for the movie, but he also had a personal goal for the film as well.
For the first Winter Soldier movie, I knew I was going to be shirtless in it, and that was like, I just want to look good naked. That's it, really. Please just make me look good naked.
I think that's a big reason why a lot of us train. But unfortunately, you can't just walk around naked and show off your sick gains all the time, so you've got to wear clothes. And if you got to wear clothes, you might as well choose something badass, comfortable, and stylish. And that's where the sponsor of today's video, SuperX, comes in. They make the world's best heroic workout apparel with hundreds of thousands of customers across the globe. They have designs based off all your favorite heroes so you can suit up and crush your workout in style. Their products are insanely high quality with super stretch fabric so you can move around and work out uninhibited. And to make sure that you're looking your best, their super suits are designed to hug your muscles and enhance the look of your physique. And if you weren't already sold, use my promo code DEMERS at checkout for 20% off your first order. It's a great way to support the channel while getting some world-class workout gear. Now back to the video. So Sebastian Stan couldn't just train to look good naked. Don Saladino had this to say in an interview with Esquire. When we first met, it wasn't about running him around, it was about putting on muscle. But the Winter Soldier is a physical role that required real-world mobility, not just a bulk and cut for his contractual shirtless scene role. We dove into it knowing we have to look a certain way, but we also have to move a certain way and develop that level of resilience. Building up this resilience to injury is even more important for Sebastian because he likes to do as many of his own stunts as possible. So Sebastian couldn't just train like a model or a bodybuilder, he needed to train like an athlete, and this is just what Saladino tells his actor clients. Saladino said this in the same Esquire interview. I tell my actor clients, you're an athlete, you have to go perform. You're not on the field of battle, but you're on stage or the big screen, so you can't go up there with no carbs. We started retraining Stan a bit to trust this process of overall wellness. This is exactly right. You can't train like an athlete without fueling your body like one. And that means getting the proper balance of macronutrients into your system each and every day. So Saladino made sure Sebastian was getting the right amount of protein, healthy fats, and carbs to suit whatever phase of training they were in at that particular moment. For healthy fats, Saladino found that Sebastian's body ran best off of avocado, coconut or MCT oil, and almond butter, saying that we didn't really stray away from that because when you find something that works, you want to stick with it. Since Sebastian wanted to add size without losing his ability to move like a brainwashed communist assassin, Saladino had him on a training program that reflected that. They used a combination of heavy days, light volume days, and explosive plyometric days in their training program. They would hit a heavy day early on in the week when Sebastian was fresh, where they'd have him build up with a leg exercise and do a few heavy sets close to his 1 rep max. Then later in the week, they'd do a high volume bodybuilding workout to gain size, and then they'd move lightweight explosively on their plyometric days to build power. And this program worked great for Sebastian. He looked jacked in The Winter Soldier, and all this athletic training led to some of the best fight scenes in the MCU. But things got real when the next Captain America movie came around in 2016. In Civil War, Sebastian wouldn't just be on screen with Chris Evans, he would be going head to head with pretty much the entire cast of the Avengers. And he knew those guys were going to be massive, so he just said to his trainer Don Saladino, I just want to get as thick as possible. And that is exactly what he did. In Civil War, the Winter Soldier was more powerful and intimidating than ever. He actually got so much bigger that he outgrew the fake arm they had made for him before his training for the movie had begun, and they had to make him a new one to accommodate for all that new mass. But I'll save the details of his Civil War training and beyond for another day because we still need to talk about Sebastian Stan's steroid use, or in my opinion, lack thereof. While Sebastian Stan looks great in The Winter Soldier, his physique is totally achievable naturally, and he had a full 6 months to build it. When you also take into account that he wasn't in bad shape before The Winter Soldier, and he just needed to bulk up about 10 or 20 pounds, I'm almost certain Sebastian Stan is 100% natural. You gotta love it. So here's a full workout program that you can follow based off of Sebastian Stan's training for Captain America: The Winter Soldier. It's a 5-day-a-week program with heavy days, high volume days, and athletic days that help you become a well-rounded unit, just like Sebastian Stan did for the Winter Soldier. If you like the video, you'll love my video on John Berthol's training for the Punisher. I'll see you there.